What's up, you all? Hello, welcome. I'm Kyle Michael, and this is going to be a quick video going on off the topic that I recently did a post on Instagram and Facebook, a quote that came to me, and I've heard it said like, so I can't take 100% for it, but the way I presented it was original, but the thought did come someplace. I can't remember exactly where, but I'm sure a lot of thoughts we come up with have come from other sources, but that's the beautiful thing about life. Someone gives a beautiful insight, and then with that insight we can expand upon it and make it better, and then hopefully we can give that new insight and someone can make it better, and that's what it's about. Legacy, right? But either way, the thought was that practice, they say practice makes perfect, right? That's what they say. Practice makes perfect, right? And the truth is it doesn't, ever. Practice doesn't make perfect. What does perfect even mean? And I get it, but let's be real. Let's be more real with the words that we use and the quotes that we live by. Because if you think by practice, you're going to somehow ever be perfect, you're never truly going to allow yourself to be in the moment and really experience the moment of getting better. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice simply makes better. And the process of getting better and better makes the practice worth it. That's it. You're never going to be perfect. And you're not supposed to. Because, first off, one, what does perfect even look like? And two, if whatever you're passionate about or doing, or what's important enough for you to put practice into, whatever that is, if you were to somehow get to some point where you feel like your practice is over, you've reached it, then what? Then what? Where do you find yourself? Likely you'll think, is that it? Is that it? And what's next? But to find a vocation, to find a career, to find a passion that you are happily willing to take upon practice for life, well, that's a beautiful thing. And realizing that you're never going to be perfect, but you're going to get better and better. And one day you're going to be very damn good at it, because that's what practice does. Practice doesn't make perfect, but practice will make you very damn good. It will, if you allow yourself to. But trying to be perfect can hold you back. Because, I've dealt with a lot of perfectionists with my work, right? I'm a hypnotherapist, and a lot of people have come to me with certain goals in mind and wanting to accomplish certain things with their life. And coming from a perfectionist point of view, it's really hard. Well, one thing I notice is that a lot of perfectionists don't even necessarily, they don't even produce anything. Their mind is always working on creating something, but it's never good enough, therefore it never gets completed. And so then it's like, what's the point, right? But it's not perfect. But what does perfect even mean? And one quote from Les Brown, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Now, this doesn't mean that you should start a task with intentionally doing bad. You want to do the best you can, but realizing that when you first start out at something, that your best may not be your ultimate best of what you could be. It's just your best in that moment, but at least you started. And then with practice, you can make it better and better. But if you don't even allow your beginning stages to happen, then you're never going to allow yourself to grow and to really enjoy what you're doing and to really get meaning and to really get practice from it. So, to the perfectionists out there. You know, I think it's a beautiful thing that you show so much care into what it is that you want to accomplish, but don't allow that to stop you from producing and putting out what it is that you want to put out. Eventually, you just have to do it. And yeah, maybe it won't be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And as long as you're waiting to complete something until it's perfect, it's never going to be complete. And then, you know, from a subconscious point of view, I wonder if, you know, that perfectionist point of view is a block and a form of self-sabotage that is stopping you from putting out what it is that you want to put out. You're not allowing yourself to, because by doing that, that would actually mean change needs to take place, and change is a scary thing. These are things you have to think about, and this is things that I go deep into in a one-on-one. But everyone has their different scenario in life. But either way, don't worry about being perfect. Worry about getting better. And taking the first step of simply engaging in what it is that you really find meaningful. You know, I've done some talks about how it's very important to make sure that you're doing something in life that you truly find meaningful. Because if you find meaning in what you're doing during the hard times, you'll be able to keep moving forward because it has meaning. And anything that we do that's meaningful, there are going to be some hard times that we may not feel happy, and so you have to think, is this worth it? But if it's really you, it's something that really is an extension of your being, and you know that your life and how you interact with the world wouldn't be the same if you did not engage in whatever that thing is, then you know that lets you know that you're on the right track and you're doing the right thing. And it takes a lot of time to be able to even get to that point and find that thing that we can become passionate about. But that's a different topic. It's a topic of how to find your goals and passions, and that's an incredible thing to go over. If you have any interest on, or if you feel stuck and maybe don't know what it is that you desire, then and I recommend hitting me up. And it's really cool to kind of build on what it is that you're more inclined to be pointed towards, and then from there you can have a better idea of what it is that will give you meaning, and then you can move forward. But either way, practice doesn't make perfect, but practice does make better. And getting better and better makes the practice worth it. Don't worry about trying to be perfect. Just worry about getting better. Do something meaningful. Do something that is an extension of you and you're truly proud of. And be proud of your mistakes too. As long as you learn from them, you can be proud of every mistake as long as you learned from it. The only time you wouldn't be proud of a mistake is if you didn't learn. But guess what? You'll make it again and again and again until you learn. That's the beautiful thing about life, The beautiful thing about God, if you want to call it, or the universe, But for me, in this case, I would say, looking at it from a point of view of the thought of God, right? He's going to make sure you learn it eventually. Have you ever noticed that you found yourself in this similar situation or a similar relationship, and it's like, how did I get here again? It seems like the same thing. You're going to learn. You're going to learn eventually, But if you learn, it's beautiful, okay? So, yeah. All right. Keep going and keep growing, y'all. If you have any questions about hypnotherapy and your goals and getting over past blocks, relationships is an area I've focused on as well, you can feel free to contact me at Kyle Michael at magickminds.com. Also check out my Instagram at Magick Minds. Check out www.magickminds.com. And yeah, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can get these videos when I release them. Okay? All right. Until next time, live life and love life. All right? Peace.